What is up, guys? It's me, Nico, and welcome back to another video, and this is wall climbing. So I'm going to be teaching you how to wall climb, even if you're a noob, a kind of mid, and a pro wall climber. So we're going to be going through all of that, so let's go. I suggest Animal Blocks to start wall climbing, because it's one of the best games. Also, Scary Baboon is. But here's the basics of wall climbing. Whenever you want to start wall climbing, I suggest using the back of your hand. Because think of it like this. When I put my hand out, imagine an invisible box right around my hand. So there's an invisible box around my hand just like this. And whenever I turn it sideways and angle it towards the wall, the corner of that box goes into the wall. And since the game doesn't know what to do, it just puts that corner inside of the wall. So then now think of that corner as a little fish hook. Every time you go hit off the wall, the fish hook is going in the wall and helping you climb up there. And then whenever you take your hand out and back up again, that fish hook's going out and back in, kind of like you're a mountain climber. So think of it like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into the speedrunning game mode so I can show you with better walls. Alright, so we have this big wall here. I'm going to animate the hook going inside the wall and out so I can demonstrate what a pro wall climber would look like with hitboxes. Boom. So that is what a pro climber would look like with hitboxes. So as you could see, my fish hook kind of went in the wall and out of the wall. So I could go up there and get that checkpoint. So that is one of the basics to wall climbing. Basic number 2 of wall climbing. This is called a wall-to-wall. It is a pretty useful skill. Once you have wall-to-walling down, you can do pretty much anything. Actually, it is one of the best skills you can actually learn inside of the game when it comes to wall climbing. So first, we're going to start with a beginner spot. This is a pretty good spot to start. So imagine that fish hook again. Every time you go in, you immediately jump out and use your other hand to fish hook the wall. So kind of like this. See, I'm fish hooking the walls so I could get on top of here. Have that down, you could go to greater scales. Like this. You got to do a corner wall to wall. So if you want to do corners, it's going to be a little bit complicated, but it's not that much. So when I see people do corners, I see people pushing out, and they just end up flying towards here. The most you're going to want to do is you're going to fish hook it, and you're going to push that way. So like that. So see, I'm pushing down and sideways at the same time, and it makes me go into climbing up here. Like, it makes me go into like a pyramid and climb all the way up to the top of the pyramid to get up there. So you can really do that with anything, including Gorilla Tag, Scary Baboon, any game. I'm just doing it in Animal Blocks. Yeah, you can do that with any corner. Giant corner I'm gonna climb, and I'm gonna show you how cool this is climbing. Fish hook, 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 and boom, I'm up here. That was pretty cool. So yeah, that is how you do the corner wall-to-wall climbing. And yeah, guys, this might seem like a pretty great scale, but I'm going to use just the basics of what we learned just now to scale this whole entire wall and make it over there. Here we go. And then what is useful is whenever you scale something like that, you can use your corner wall-to-walling to give you, like, another boost. No, yes. Right here, another boost, and boom. So I just scaled that whole entire wall all the way around here, and without going on any of these bricks. I've only been hitting off these bricks. And you can actually do a little wall-to-wall right there. This is Basics 3 of wall climbing. So this is about the pretty mild, kind of good, have some experience with wall climbing players do. So as you can see, I'm wall-to-walling a pretty vast scale right now. It is about, real life, this would be about 12 meters. If I'm wrong, correct me down below, nerds. This would be about 12 meters in video game style. So basically, I'm going to teach you now how to hook up big walls. So you guys know about the hook that I taught you at the beginning of the video, where you can hook, with only using one wall. Well, you could do that with any wall. You just have to keep steady and don't push away. That's what I see a lot of people do. When they want to wall climb, they instantly push away. That's not what you're going to want to do. You don't push away. You're going to put your hand in like a circular motion without pushing away. So if you need to, it works best since you use the back of your hand to hook. You could do this. So every time you do that circular motion, you could do that, and it helps you hook on. So hook, hit off, and it helps you scale walls like this. See, I just scaled that whole wall in 2 hits just by using the one wall fish hooker. So yeah, that is the basics of wall climbing. So now we're going to do the hardest wall climb ever in Animal Blocks. But this is for the pros. So if you want to do some pro wall climbing, you could do stuff like this, where it goes in and then out again. And I'm going to teach you some of the basics of doing that. As you can see, we have this hook onto this hook. And that seems pretty hard because you go from inside to out. So I'm going to teach you how to get over this. And yeah. So I'm going to make it all the way over past that waterfall by using scaling methods. So before I attempt this, I'm going to show you something that you can do that is helpful, and I have the perfect corner right here. You can actually, when you're wall climbing, use the ceiling as a little helper to adjust you back to the wall, because sometimes you'll start falling off the wall. If you go up to the ceiling, you could use the ceiling as a little hooker that helps you stay on the wall. So yeah, I'm going to attempt this jump. I will probably make it, but if I don't, I'll just keep teaching. Here we go. Yes, I made it. I went past the waterfall. Alright guys, that was the basics of wall climbing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can rewind to this time to learn at the very beginning of the video hitboxing and web hooking. At this time to learn wall-to-walling. And at this time to go to the pro mode. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this helped you out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.